Special education is a branch of basic education which caters the exceptional students.
There are two types of exception students, the talented and gifted, and the learners with special educational needs.
Gifted students are those whose intelligence quotient is 1 of 10 and above.
Also, learners with special educational needs, or LSEN, are those students who have mild to severe conditions such as disorders and disabilities. Did you know the difference between impairment, disability, and handicap? Impairment is a loss or abnormality of a body part or function, while disability are the things that cannot be done due to one's impairment.
And handicap is a result of one's disability.
For example, without eye is an impairment. Cannot see is the disability and will have a separate class is the handicap.
As teachers in inclusive schools, we should learn to accommodate, modify, and individualize.
Accommodation is giving an extra help, like direction or material for an LSEN to be able to finish a task. Modification is changing the procedure for specific students but not changing the task at hand.
Individualization is completely changing the procedure and task at hand according to the ability of the students.
Did you know that naturalistic intelligent persons are observant and curious about their surroundings?
Did you know that logical, mathematical, intelligent persons are good with solving word and number problems? Did you know that those who have high verbal linguistic intelligence are good in speaking, writing, and reading?
Did you know that persons who have high visual spatial intelligence are good in manipulating colors, lines, and directions?
Behavior modification involves reinforcement and punishment. Positive reinforcement involves giving something that a child wants.
Negative reinforcement, on the other hand, involves taking away something that the child hates.
Also, positive punishment involves giving something that cannot be lost.
In contrast, negative punishment is taking away something that the child wants.
The Magna Carta for the Disabled can be found in RA 7277, which talks about the rights and privileges PWD are entitled.
Also, according to RA 7277, 5% of the total workforce of DSWD, DepEd, and DOH should be PWDs.
Moreover, based on RA 7277, no schools will reject PWDs whether private or public.
Furthermore, RA 7277 mandates telephones and cellular phones companies to install applications which will help PWDs in using their products.
Did you know that the father of intelligent quotient test is Alfred Binet?
Did you know that the father of modern intelligence quotient test is Lewis Terman? Did you know the father of emotional quotient? Well, the father of emotional quotient is Danielle Goldman.
Did you know that the father of adversity quotient is Paul Stolz?
Did you know sensory disabilities is a result of impairment to one or more of the senses?
While blindness is a loss of sight. Hey, what are you looking at? What? Oh, let me do it again. While blindness is a loss of sight or a very blurred vision which cannot be corrected by eyeglasses or contact lenses. What?
While deafness ranges from mild to severe. Severe deafness cannot hear at all, while mild deafness cannot hear on a regular day, but with the help of hearing aids, they can.
Blind deafness is a dual disability wherein a person loses his or her senses of sight and hearing.
Did you know that ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder involves three major manifestations, namely impulsivity, hyperactivity, and inattention?
Hyperactivity is moving nonstop, such as too much running and jumping.
While impulsivity is acting before or without thinking.
Inattention is difficulty in keeping one's concentration at a certain task.
Did you know that there are three main types of learning disability, namely dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia?
Dyslexia is a learning disability that involves difficulty in reading.
Dysgraphia, on the other hand, involves difficulty in writing. People often interchange letters such as B, D, and P, and bad penmanship is one factor.
While dyscalculia, it involves difficulty with numbers, such as solving mathematical equations.
Thank you for joining us for this trivia session on special and inclusive education. Remember, knowledge is like a good dessert. You can never have too much, and it's always better when shared.